Ask me about my wiener.
Dripping sweat. My back tire is as flat as my chest. Bunny hop. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Nick, and this is Fastlane with Nick.
Hello there.
This is a YouTube channel where I take you guys along the journey with me, a 29-year-old retired football and track athlete who's just trying to stay in shape. This week's episode, we got 3 workouts. Unfortunately, one of my bike rides didn't go as planned, which you'll see in a little bit, but we made up for it by getting our longest ride since. So that's 2 bikes and 1 run coming up. Stay tuned and you'll see exactly what I got into. Thank you guys so much for the support that you've given me. My last video has over 100 views, which is just crazy to think about in the whole grand scheme of YouTube. But I want to say thank you so much. Like I said in other videos, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to be part of the family, join and hit that subscribe button and you'll see more content in your feed. Thank you so much again, and let's get into some training.
All right, we got the bike in the back. We're all packed up and ready to head to the bike trail. Join me for another bike ride today. I'm gonna try to hit the hills that were closed last episode. So hopefully those have no issues and we can get there and hit the ground running. I will check in with you when I get to the trail. All right, I just finished a beautiful warm up. Got my legs moving, got them turning. Now I'm about to start my ride, try to find myself a little rhythm, knock down some hills if it's possible. Hopefully they're not closed like last episode, and I'll update you guys as we continue. You can definitely hear the wind going that way. And here we're reaching our first hill climb. It's nothing too crazy, but it's enough to stand up and have some fun with it. All right, we're at our 5-mile check-in at 20 minutes and 30 seconds. 0 complaints. Phenomenal ride so far. My legs are a little tight. I can feel a little weak, just a little bit. Nothing I can't manage.
Little did I know, I got sick the next day, and that's why I felt so weak.
The weather today has been phenomenal. It's like 74 degrees, pretty windy, I wouldn't lie, but it just makes for more fun. Push a little harder.
Ask me about my wiener.
Coming up on Newhall Ranch Road Hill, baby. It's been at least 3 weeks since I hit this. I'm ready to feel it in my legs. Let's hit this baby full speed.
By full speed, I mean 2 to 5 miles an hour. You can see I wasn't pushing very fast.
They didn't redo this part, I can tell you that. Turn it on, baby. Turn it on and push this shit. Let's go. You got this. Stand up the whole way. Light work. Easy. All right, we're at 10 miles at 41 minutes, 30 seconds. I definitely feel it in my legs. The wind is definitely harsher at the top of this hill here, but it's good to be back. Just completed the hill. Feels stiff as can be. That's what happens though when the hills are closed for a while. 1 hour, 2 minutes in, 15 miles. I honestly don't know if I'll do much more. I've only got about 1.5 miles until I'm back to my car. So we'll probably stop around like 16.5-ish. Otherwise than that, it feels great today. My legs are definitely a little sore, but that's just because the frequency of how I've been riding hasn't been consistent. I'll try to stay a little more consistent in the future. All right, and that's gonna finish up this barn burner of a ride. Legs feel a little crazy, I'll admit it, but not too shabby. 16.6 miles. Like I said, my legs were feeling it. I don't know the time, I'll update you with the stats in just a moment, but overall, it was a nice, beautiful ride. Get the legs moving, get a good rhythm, listen to some music. Best of both worlds.
Are you still watching the video? I'm honestly surprised if you are. If you are though, don't forget to click subscribe and like the video if you feel like this is the content you enjoy. But I'm about to get into another workout. This workout's gonna be a little different than normal workouts. Today I'm not focusing on outdoors or getting in mileage or getting in the bikes, but today I'm gonna focus on getting a little sweat. I have a sweatsuit on, as you can see from the lower half. I have the top half, which I will put on in just a minute, but I don't know if you can tell from my voice, I've been sick recently. So I want to sweat as much as I can and wash out anything in my system. So today I'm going to go on a little jog here on my indoor treadmill and see how much sweat I can produce. If you're interested in that, stay tuned and you'll see me suffer.
Definitely not gonna let you guys see the dogs for free. I weighed in at 184.4 pounds. Let's check in at the end and see how much weight I lose.
All right, got the full outfit on. Do I look stupid? Absolutely. Is this going to benefit me? Probably not. Have I wanted to do it for a long time? Absolutely. So am I gonna do it? Yes. One thing though, if you're ever gonna do a sweatsuit, make sure you have plenty of water with you. People have fainted. Many problems have happened from not having enough liquids on hand. So always have enough liquids on hand because you're gonna be sweating a ton. I probably won't need to go too fast just because I'm already wearing the sweatsuit. So a nice little jog at medium pace won't be too bad. All right, I've reached half a mile, about 6 minutes in. I can definitely feel the temperature rising. I feel like I'm about 3 miles into a normal run. All right, 1 mile in, 12 minutes. Decent pace, nothing too crazy. I am dripping sweat. I don't know if you can tell on camera. My whole body is covered in sweat. But I am making sure that every single mile I am drinking.
Like I stated earlier, it's essential to drink as much water as possible. I want zero chance of dehydration during this workout, especially with the sweatsuit on.
I'm gonna look absolutely horrible in this video, and that's totally okay because this video is about training and not about physical appearance. Even though I wanna look good, don't get me wrong. Pulled the towel over here so that way I can wipe off all the sweat. And we're gonna come to a stop at 24 minutes, 2 miles. I am dripping sweat and absolutely exhausted. Here's a little bit of the aftermath of the treadmill, covered in sweat.
Blurring the dogs once more, we're gonna check what my final weight is. I weighed in at 181.6, which is a total loss of 2.8 pounds for one run.
It is a bright and cool morning this morning. Probably only gonna get in around 15 miles. Nothing longer than that, to be honest. Just trying to keep a rhythm going and get the legs moving. Cooling down a bit, so I'm trying to get my rides in a little bit earlier. I was gonna wear a balaclava today, but I felt like that was way too much. It's only like 62 degrees. But for Southern California here, that's freezing. Just finishing up my warm up, and I will update you as soon as the ride starts. All right, let's get this underway. Like I was saying earlier, it's a little chilly this morning. My face is rather cold. Honestly, probably should have worn the balaclava, but it should warm up in just under like 45 minutes. So by the end of my ride, it should be nice and warm. Back tire's flat.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
All right, unfortunately, my back tire is completely flat. So I am leaning forward in hopes to put all the weight on the front good tire just to get me back to the car. It's annoying, but it is what it is. As you can see, my back tire is as flat as my chest. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to postpone this ride. And of course, I don't have my running shoes in the trunk either. So we will come another day. All right, unfortunately, that's gonna wrap up a unsuccessful bike ride. My tire popped 1.25 miles in, so I only have a ride for 2.26 miles today. Today's more about distance than it is about speed. I'm gonna try to keep decent pace, but going for distance overall.
You'll see here I started the video with a little bit of a different camera angle. I went for the mouth mount this time for the first 10 miles. Unfortunately, I feel like the chest mount fits a lot better and it's a lot easier to use. So I'll be switching to that later on in the video.
All right, we are at the 5-mile check-in. Just over 23 minutes. Beautiful so far. Like I said, I'm taking it a little slower pace today, so my times might not be as fast as they normally are, but I'm gonna get in some decent mileage.
This is where I circle back to the car to switch camera mounts.
All right, we are now at 10 miles at 44 minutes. So far, so good. My hips are super sore, but don't really have to use hips on the bike. So not feeling too shabby. Good ride so far. Probably gonna try to get like 30 miles today. We'll see. All right, we are 15 miles in, halfway at 1 hour and 10 minutes. I feel decent. I can definitely feel that my legs are sore, but the only way to get them from stop being sore is to keep working them. Oh, look at the beautiful Osprey.
I got this comment on my last video and I'm so thankful for this bike trail. Beautiful scenes like that, I can't complain at all.
Okay, let's get it. Whew. That barbecue smells so good. I can't even ride without thinking about food.
Big bag, big bag.
All right, just got up to 20 miles, 1 hour, 34 minutes. Nothing too crazy. Now I'm here on the backside of the hills, a little bit of a hill upwards. I'm gonna keep making my way for probably another 10 miles. Bunny hop.
Oh my God, he on X Games mode.
One hour, 53 minutes, 25 miles down. I'm back on the same loop that I was earlier, so I can get this last 5 miles, get back to the car, and go get myself a delicious meal. So far, so good though. Not too hard of a push. I kind of just wanted to add up the miles this week, see how many miles I can get. Took them long enough, but the fence is back. That tree broke. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruh-roh.
My arch nemesis. Let's get it. All right, we just did 30 miles in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Still have about 2.5 miles till I get to the car. So I'll document that and we'll check in with you at the car. All right, we're gonna call this ride to a conclusion at 2 hours and 23 minutes for 32 miles. I think that's my longest ride. Well, at least it's my longest ride in a good time, but I kept it kind of slow. My average pace was around 13.5 miles an hour, which my normal pace is around 15. Pretty great ride. As I always say, nothing to complain about. Work is done. Now to go get something delicious to eat.
All right, to recap this video, first off, we started with a 16.6 mile bike ride, which is our first workout. Following that workout, next, I put on the sweatsuit, hopped on the treadmill, and tried to lose as much weight as possible with a 2 mile treadmill sweatsuit run. Following that up with a 2.25 mile failed attempt to go on a bike ride. Unfortunately, a flat tire hindered that. But 2 days later, I finished it up by putting in the longest ride that I've done in a long time, a 32 mile, 2.5 hour bike ride. So that I will count as 3.5 workouts this week. I just want to end this off by saying thank you again. I really appreciate the support. I enjoy making these videos myself, but seeing that you guys support it as well has really made a difference in my everyday and in my training as well. It also holds me accountable. So, like I said, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in next week's episode. Peace.